The Knicks looking for their first win in the last 12 games. They control the tip. We're underway. Allen out top. Dotson into the paint, and the first shot is good.
Interesting to watch for the remainder of the night. What's their reaction and reception to what Kyrie does?
Vonleh with a nice show and go. Finger roll and one.
And keep in mind, we had an interesting conversation with Brad Stevens this morning as the Knicks have gotten off to a very strong start here. First couple of buckets, Mr. Dotson gets one, and Vonleh, who has probably been above his level all season.
We'll play a little chuck and duck. They're in the top 5 in three-pointers attempted this year. Knox for three. Got it. Of course, they're in the midst of this rebuild. You would have to think Cornette knocks down the three ball. Knox is a vital part of, quote-unquote, the future of New York, right?
I'm not sure you can say anything with certainty. I mean, listen, I love Cornette's game because of what he gives you in the modern NBA. He's already shown you twice what I was talking about. Which
Knox. Sorry, Kevin Knox.
I thought you said Cornette.
Yeah, Knox.
I thought you were talking. Yeah. Oh, no question.
Nice little two-man game. And Jason Tatum improving, getting to the rim, something Stevens talked about with us earlier. Morris Sr. back out to Kyrie Irving. Tatum on the baseline. He worked a lot on his mid-range game with none other than the Black Mamba during the summertime. Tatum from the corner, left it short. Irving with the rebound. Mitchell Robinson just checked into the ball game, and he got a good look at Kyrie Irving's form on that jumper. And some other family members. Kyrie on the move in a rush. Got it back. Marcus Morris drills the three.
Well, you look at Marcus Morris's percentage from three, 42% on the year. The lack of guards, he's going to have to do some things.
There's some buckets and assists to be had as Robinson finishes off the alley-oop.
That's a really good job.
D'Angelo Russell named the replacement for the All-Star game for Victor Oladipo.
I think it's a nice reward for a team that has, exceeded expectations, and D'Angelo has been absolutely outstanding. His numbers very much All-Star worthy.
Scott Perry and Steve Mills, the Knicks brass, called him up on a two-way as Jaylen Brown is going to get a little room service and hammer it. Steve Mills and
yet here he is in the Knicks jersey.
Yep. Initially committed to Western Kentucky and changed his mind. Hayward! That's the Gordon Hayward the Celtics are waiting for.
The pace is starting to pick up for Boston, right? They're playing with great energy and force. Size at the rim.
Baines on the pick and roll. Great dime by Hayward.
Dave, I also love the fact that when they told him they were signing him to a two-way, he said, I'm coming to camp, and there ain't going to be no two-way. Yeah. I'm making the roster.
Nice shot by Aaron Baines. They said the narrative of guys not coming here will change. That was a very profound statement. Jumper good from the corner from Damian Dotson. Kevin Knox up court. Quick crossover.
Come on now.
Got the bucket to go.
He rejects a screen because it was too crowded on that side of the floor. This is what I'm talking about. That three he made, because of his ability to handle and create opportunities. Boy, he's got a big body in there.
And Marcus Smart, meanwhile, Doris, counters with a three from the corner. That win against the Clippers last night was huge when you look at them being the team in their immediate scope as Kyrie Irving gets the scoop shot to go. As for the New York Knicks, they've got about $71 million in cap room potentially at the end of the season. Tatum with a nice strong drive.
And New York not at all able to contain the dribble drive. Boston on a 12-2 run.
Knicks short-handed. The three players involved in the deal not in uniform yet. Irving slams it home with two hands.
Boy, pretty dime by Jason Tatum.
Here's Tatum. In his bag with the layup. And Jason Tatum with 10 points now. And the lead up to 11 points for the Boston Celtics in the midst of a 16-5 run.
Knicks are plus 14 in the paint.
There's Hezonja. Inside for Cornette. Nice finish on a nice dime by Mario Hezonja.
Excuse me, I meant the Celtics plus 14, make it plus 12 in the paint.
Gordon Hayward was getting set to check into the ballgame. Brad Stevens calls him back. Little heat check. And he's running hot right now. Tatum with the 3 ball. The East. That's going to be a real tough matchup. Dotson from deep.
Well, this guy can really shoot it, my goodness. And they're hanging around. They're staying attached. And we are going to hear from Adrian Wojnarowski as Kyrie gives him a little more separation. That's too easy. I mean, this guy's too good for him to come up the floor uncontested, Mark, with no pressure. And again, you know, Kristaps Porzingis has not had his say yet, so I'm not saying that we don't know everything, because that's the truth. But you better know the condition of your troops.
Yes. And here's Mario on the break. Up to Knox. Nice little step and one. And the Knicks responding with an 8-0 run. Doris back down to a 6-point game.
Tell you what, give this young team credit. Playing hard. 3-on-1 situation. Boston turns it over in the open floor. He's got to cross the body of Jaylen Brown. Absorbs the contact. Great focus.
Under 1.5 to play in the third. Hayward hits it.
Big shot.
Lead back up to 8. Hayward with a pretty impressive night, Doris. 14 points on 5 of 7 from the field. Knox back the other way for the Knicks. Talk to him about some of the nuances of being an elite player in the NBA. As Knox might not need all that mentoring after all.
Pretty good right there. They got to switch into pick and roll.
Irving and one. He got juice, he got sauce, he has it all working tonight.
Right, well, there's a couple of point guards that you could use on the floor, and Moutier's averaging just under 15 points per game.
France, where he's from, and play with the national squad, intended to stay here and got a lot better during the summer. Jaylen Brown rising up, and
Come on
that's
now.
a big-time shot.
It sure is. That's where the athleticism in a post-up. Defender does a very good job, but the rise and fire, the release point because of the elevation, just too tough.
Just 4 points for him tonight, but he had been on a tear. Trier got it to go over Bain. Turnover.
I feel like you're on the Celtics as much as the local guys.
What about that, huh? I see a lot of them. Our friend Mike Gorman, former player Brian Scalabrine, who do the call. I actually get the updates from, Brad on his son Brady and how his games are going. Hezonja on the drive. Nice looking hook shot.
Tell you what, he's shown a couple things tonight, right? I think the one thing this guy does not lack for is confidence.
10 points for Mario Hezonja. Robinson getting ready to come back into the ball game, and a 3-ball good by Marcus Morris Sr. Get a look at him Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock. Brown with the steal, going up high. Vonleh. Gave it back to Allen for the 3. Number 17 is number 18 in the offing. Uncle Drew thinking that it might be. Dotson. Knicks playing right to the final buzzer. The Celtics win it 113-99. Kyrie Irving finishing with 23 points,